Hi there. If this is your first time listening, this podcast is rated for those aged 18 and older, as we do cover mature topics on occasion and swear often. So if you shouldn't handle these topics, click the fuck off right now. And, all you motherfuckers still here, enjoy the show.
Moving is an absolute bitch. I just want to start that off with right now.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, everyone, welcome to the second episode of the Chaotically Queer Podcast. Just starting it off.
Oh no, we're
quick.
live.
You blindsided us, you bitch.
Yes. Okay. Live from like 3 months ago for the last time we did this, I think. Cause like, what was it, like July or August when we last did this? I think.
I think it was
so.
even longer than that.
Oh
I'm
god.
not sure, actually.
It was around literally. Oh god, I can't even like date it from what we talked about, because what we talked about was several months out. And yeah, I'm double checking it now. Last time we all got together to do this was in August, so it's like
No.
3 months. Yes.
It was August?
Yeah, a lot of shit has happened since then.
Yeah,
My
God.
grasp on time is so bad.
What the fuck is time anyway?
What is this time of which you speak? I do not know of it.
To be fair,
I wish I knew.
and to be fair, my concept of time is purely just based upon like, oh shit, it's this month? Okay, got this thing coming up, and then this thing coming up, and oh crap, it's the end of the year already.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
even feel like the last time we did this it was August. It feels like August was like a month ago, to be honest.
I thought we were aiming to do this once a month, but we kind of slipped that just because of all the shit going on.
Yeah, it went from scheduling conflicts, and then it was like, you moved... When did you move again?
I moved like late September or so.
Oh, that's why we didn't do one in September. And then I moved and then I was like preparing to move the entirety of the end of last month, so we didn't end up doing one then. So like...
And I've been here the whole time.
Missy has just been here waiting for us. Sorry we ditched you. Sorry we did end up sorry things just got real busy there.
Don't worry. I'm used to it.
Don't say that. That just makes me feel worse. But yeah, last time we did this was August, so like, there's been a lot of shit happening. So, do we want to address the elephant in the room real quick before we get on to anything else?
Which one?
Okay. Alright, let's get to the biggest one. Let's just rip the band-aid off real quick. Let's talk about Owl House Season 3.
Oh, I still need to catch up with Season 2.
Oh my god, okay.
I've never seen Owl House.
I am ashamed. I am ashamed as a gay that I have fallen behind as much as I have on the show.
I'm ashamed in both of you, especially you, Missy.
Why?
It's fucking awesome is why.
So I've heard.
I just
Yeah.
like how...
Do not give your shame to me.
You are ashamed to all queers.
Look, I have an
don't
excuse.
say
I've
that.
been... Look, I have an excuse. I've been fucking busy, okay?
That is a fair cop right there. And I will forgive you for that
Same,
one.
I've been dying.
Have you legitimately been dying?
Really now?
No, but I've been,
It feels
God,
like it on the inside.
frankly, yes. Like, I've been coming to terms with the fact that, my shoulders and neck keep me from doing, grinding work, which as a freelancing artist is kind of blow to my ego, but we're here, we live for now.
Trying
Yeah.
our best to live, but also, I forget how old you are, Missy.
I think I'm older than both of you, to be honest.
I'm 26 and I'm gonna be 27 in 3 days, actually.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm not the oldest then.
First of all, happy birthday for when that ends up happening, because this will most likely come out most likely after your birthday.
Whoa!
Probably.
And like I'm turning 26 in like less than a month. So like, are you
Okay.
are you the oldest one here, Missy?
No, I am not the oldest one here. I turn 27 in March next year.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm the old woman.
Yep.
By, like, a
you are
couple
old
months.
and Chloe's baby.
To be fair,
What
I'm used
the
to being
fuck?
baby.
What the fuck is this shit?
What is time? Hey, we got the call back. Let's go.
Yeah. Alright, so I guess considering the fact we can't really address that little tidbit because like one of you has not seen it and the other one has not gone up to date. I'm just gonna say it's good. It is really good. Also, it's free on YouTube right now, which is how I managed to watch it because fuck having to
Oh.
wait. Yeah, fuck having to wait until like I don't know, 3 months after it airs to watch it on Disney Plus, or waiting like impatiently for someone to put it up on like insert torrent site here.
Fair enough.
Torrent. That's only stuff that I encounter in the water on a pirate ship.
Wow, that was
So subtle.
a thing that you said, Missy.
Yeah, so considering the fact we cannot address
Your heart, fiddle-dee-dee.
considering the fact we cannot address that certain thing, let's go to the other one in the room. The Kingdom Hearts pilot apparently got uncovered during the last 3 months.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, that was kind of insane, and
Yeah.
I'm sad that it actually didn't come into fruition as a big series.
Yes.
Because I gotta say, the pilot, like the animatic, was actually really fucking good, and I find it funny that the voice of Sora in the pilot was the voice of Vaughn in Final Fantasy XII.
Wait, was that not the same voice actor who did
No, it
Sora?
was not.
No,
it wasn't. It wasn't Haley Joel
It was
Osment.
not, yeah.
It was Bobby Edner, who would later go on to voice Vaughn in Final Fantasy XII.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize that. I did not even
Jazzy,
realize
the way you
that.
phrase that really puts like time into perspective. That like he would later go on. Kingdom Hearts came out before Final Fantasy 12.
Yep.
Did Kingdom Hearts come out before Final No, it came out after Final Fantasy 10 because Tidus is in Final Fantasy is in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, Final Fantasy X was the newest game in the series at the time Kingdom Hearts came out, and I believe 10-2 was on the horizon, so...
Yes.
AKA the Sapphic Final Fantasy.
Yes. The quality one.
I love Final Fantasy X, but I'll always have a soft spot for 10-2, so...
Yeah.
I've been meaning to play both on stream at some point. Like, I have them both.
Like,
If you do, I would so fucking love to watch or even join if you'd have me, because I love those games and can
Oh yeah,
tell you,
absolutely.
and I can tell you cool shit about them.
to be fair, I have yet to play 12. I only recently got around to playing X and X2 in the last 5 years or so because of the HD collection.
Actually, Chloe, it's not called X because it's a Roman numeral 10.
Actually.
Don't actually me.
I tried to do the voice and then I was just like, no, my vocal cords betrayed me there for a second. How is it that this keeps on happening? It's just like I'm a voice actress. Why do my vocal cords not work with me properly?
Because sometimes they don't. Like, I've had times where I'm not, like, I just having a day of relaxing, but if I have a day of relaxing, my vocal cords are not going to work at all. Thankfully, they work for me whenever I need to record, so that's good. Gets me paid.
God, I wish that were me.
Oh god, you're reminding me I have to get lines in at some point. But that also involves me having to set back up my my booth again, or rather make the booth again in
Oh, you
general.
haven't set up your booth again after the move?
Well, that's the thing. My booth kind of got completely destroyed during the move, which is fair because
Jeez.
it was just PVC pipes, little O-rings, and moving blankets.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's not a
but so
travesty.
by destroyed, do you mean dismantled and not beyond repair?
I mean, the PVC pipes are actually destroyed.
Cripes!
Yeah, but it's okay. I got advice from people on Twitter a while ago on how to like make a better booth. So I've booked some time. I actually booked off my birthday week next month, and one of the things I'm taking an entire day to do is making the new booth, and I'm also getting like the budget ready to go because once like one of my next 2 pays comes in, I'm basically using my entire money from that to or rather my fun money from that's not being used for bills or spending it on Christmas gifts for people.
Yeah.
It's going to essentially just making an updated booth because I've been needing to do that for like a year or so.
Yeah.
And one of the first things I'm doing is not using PVC pipes because I found out the hard way the first time I made it. The weight of moving blankets on PVC pipes, unless you really duct tape them down, does not work, and it's wobbly as heck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know we're planning to
Mine
get a.
mine absolutely is. Yep.
Yeah, we have a PVC booth in the new place, but I know we're planning to get an actual booth at some point.
Oh god, if only I had the money for that. I have to.
Studio bricks.
Oh god, studio bricks.
Or something like that, I assume.
Yeah, something like one of those brands. But yeah, it's kind of funny.
I mean,
because...
it also helps, Jazzy, that you have like a voice actor house now.
Yeah, pretty much because my roommates my roommates are Stephanie Pines and Patrick Mealy. So
nice.
Though funny enough, the last thing I recorded in my old recording space was my debut episode for Inanimate Insanity, and one of the first things I recorded in the new booth was the current episode they're working on. So,
Ooh,
nice.
Very cool.
Meanwhile, the lines I've got to get in are for Cryptid Crew. They finally got around to like my bit after waiting a year and a half since I got cast for it.
nice.
Yes.
And I'm just like, I have been patiently waiting for this. I'm really excited for it, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, but yeah, that's an exciting thing that I can't wait to get done on. But yes, I love that we got to this topic after we had basically just started gushing about like everything from the Kingdom Hearts pilot. Which, going back to that real quick, I mourn the idea that never happened, because if that realistically did end up happening, part of me feels like that would have basically made Kingdom Hearts definitely. I feel like it's safe to say that Kingdom Hearts is still pretty fucking big, honestly.
Yes.
But honestly, if they had made that, like, if they had made that animated show, it would have been so much bigger than it is right now.
It's kind of hard to imagine it being bigger. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just...
Yeah.
Well,
It definitely would have been different.
Yeah.
Because the beats in the pilot episode, it hit on some different things, and if I recall correctly, it was meant to like also add to the lore of Kingdom Hearts as well as retell the game. So at the very least, like we might have seen very different things get foreshadowed in later games, you know?
Yeah, it would have been interesting for sure.
Yeah, and that's sort of the thing that I just keep on thinking about with that. It's like, Yeah.
What we could have had.
Yeah, what we could have had. It's like every time I see these new lost pieces of media end up coming out, I think of a world where it's just like, what would have happened if this actually came out? Like, I had that same feeling when the Saban Moon pilot got uncovered by Ray Myrna. Like, obviously it would have just been like, oh god, if this would have happened, Sailor Moon would not have been as popular in the West. But I also imagine a world where, what if this actually did come out and, like, unironically was, like, a thing?
Yeah.
And
I'll be honest, it's a really fascinating thing to think about, but, like, even more than that, like, for me specifically, I'm just happy that, that it is out there and it is archived.
Yep.
Because, like, even having, like, the animatic pilot, is better than where we were before, which was nobody freaking knew this existed.
Right. So it's always good that like it's out there and we know it exists. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's like all of these things where people actively just basically state, oh yeah, this thing got released, but this thing was like a pilot, but it never got officially released. Like all those goddamn Rebel Taxi videos where he talks about like pilots that never really happened. I'm really glad that people are watching those videos and being all like, okay, but what if we actually decided to uncover this? And I am glad that those things are actually becoming a thing, especially Saban Moon, because while we can definitely take the piss out of it and basically just state, oh my god, this would have been a nightmare if it actually did come out, it would have been so cringe. I look at this and I'm just like, preserving this shit is gold, honestly.
Yeah. Because like with the Saban Moon thing, yeah, it's fucking cringe, but people put effort into it, so I think it's important that it be easily accessible, even if it didn't go anywhere. So
Yes.
Yeah.
And like there's always intent behind something, and like even if for like it's fascinating to look back at the Kingdom Hearts animated pilot and see what the intent was and gauge where it was supposed to be in the greater in the holy lore of the Kingdom Hearts universe. Now that we are frankly a decent ways past Remind, we are past Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, we're past Dark Road, we're right where we are. I don't think we have any more auxiliary titles lined up, really, unless I'm forgetting any between here and Kingdom Hearts 4.
They have not announced any to my knowledge, but I'm still waiting for Square Enix's next Kingdom Hearts announcement to be like, I don't know, like, what actually happened to everyone after the final battle in Kingdom Hearts 3 when Sora was facing off against Xehanort? What were they getting up to? Because we
that was
obviously...
Remind.
What shenanigans were these people up to?
Well, where were all the Final Fantasy characters during all of this? Guess we're gonna have to milk that for a bit off.
Find out next time in Kingdom
You know what?
version.
I would spend a whole. I would have gladly an entire little side story for Kingdom Hearts 3 add-on DLC where you play as Yuffie.
Yeah, you know what? Fair. I mean, I got an entirely new version of FF7 Remake to play as Yuffie, so...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. That's another.
Talk about chaotically queer. Goddamn, that entire Final Fantasy Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee cast.
Yep. Real quick, who do y'all think of yourselves as out of that restoration committee off the top of your heads?
Tifa.
Probably Yuffie.
Okay, fine. I'll take. Aerith was a part of it, right?
Yes.
I'll take Aerith then. So long as it means I get to be like Final Fantasy VII Remake Aerith and just like swing the chair.
Oh god. Let's
If
be
not
real.
Tifa, then Leon.
Let's be real. Final Fantasy VII Remake was just made for the gays. Let's be.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
and it's freaking good.
It is. It's probably my favorite game from that year, honestly, because it was so goddamn good, and I am very excited for Crisis Core reunion coming out next month. So.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You both want to know.
You are not the only one who I know who is excited. I'm going to look up when FF7 Remake came out, because now I'm curious about what games FF7 Remake was up against for best game.
I swear
that
it came
year.
out in 2020.
I think it was. Yeah, I want to say it was 2020. Hold on.
And I'm gonna state a little bit of
It
a
is
secret
2020.
I want to state a bit of a secret with you both right now. I have not played FF7 Remake in its entirety.
Oh damn, you're missing out.
Yeah, it's been on my list. I played like the first hour or so at a friend's place because he already had it, and I was just like, oh, I'll pick it up at some point. And then when PS Plus got upgraded, that and Intergrade were both a part of it, and I was just like, damn, I should really get onto this again, and just never did because my backlog is just ridiculous at this point.
But yeah, I'm looking at games that came out 2020, and I'm like, yeah, FF7 Remake beats it. And keep in mind, a fucking Yakuza game came out in 2020, so...
Oh yeah, Like a Dragon came out that year.
And Like a Dragon is legit one of my favorite... It's pretty much, Like a Dragon, I'd say is highs with Yakuza... I flip-flop between it and Yakuza 0 as like, my favorite game of all time. And even then...
That is really good company, though.
Yeah, like, and even then, I'd still say... You could probably still argue Final Fantasy VII Remake is better, even though I'd rank it lower in a favorite games list overall. It makes sense to me.
And
Like a Dragon, is just fucking outstanding.
Yeah. Oh god, that's also something that happened in the last 3 months. The RGG Summit literally happened like a week or two.
Oh yeah,
We're
finally getting the Samurai era Yakuza game.
Yeah, and it's a full-blown remake as well. And we're also
I am so hyped.
And not only that, we're getting Ishin next year, I believe, and then like end of the year, I think we're also getting like an interlude between 6 and 7. I think.
Are we?
Yeah, there's going to be an interlude that shows what Kiryu was up to.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
we're getting a new Kiryu Like a Dragon game, because like they're fully rebranding it from Yakuza to Like a Dragon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
And then of course, Like a Dragon 8's coming out soon. So, well, not soon, but there is a follow-up focusing on both Ichiban and Kiryu. So
Yeah, Like a Dragon 8 is coming out in 2024.
oh, I'm so excited! I fucking love this. For those listening who don't know, and who don't follow my Twitter, I am complete trash for the Yakuza / Like a Dragon series.
I mean, same.
Jazzy, plug your Twitter while it's still around.
Oh god.
Follow me on Twitter at Lady Jazzington. It might not be there tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm sure it will be. Like, I feel like a lot of people just fucking jumped the gun on the site dying.
All right, fine. Let's get to that topic. Then let's rip that Band-Aid off.
We do not live in a fair enough world where Twitter would just shut down overnight. We do not have it that good, my friends.
The thing is, Twitter... So I've done a fair bit of thought and musing on this. And the way that where Twitter is right now, I've seen numbers that they have let go of between 80 and 88% of their staff, total staff. Everyone who says that Twitter is going to go out in a massive instant explosion and then we're just like, all right, great fireworks show. Let's go find somewhere new. That's not. They're vastly overestimating how quickly Twitter is going to go out if it does. The way that software, and Twitter is functionally at its essence software, the way software works like this is under lack of maintenance, things just start slowly not working as intended. Things glitch, things bug, and functions slowly start to become unusable. Not Twitch. If only Twitch would explode. Twitter won't go out in a massive blaze of glory. Like, nobody's going to smash the machines. Nobody's going to pull a plug. Twitter is just going to slowly decay until it has become until for every user who uses it, it becomes to their standards unusable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's kind of the sad thing about this is that while yes, it would have just been, it honestly would have been a bit more of a mercy to just be all like, oh yeah, like this once this many of the people just ended up quitting, it would have been a mercy kill just to be all like, right, we can't really maintain it without like a lot of people involved, so let's just
that would be the smart thing to do.
Yeah, we're just closing down Twitter until we act, one, permanently, or two, until people decide to come back. Which, given the fact that Elon doesn't have it in him to do either of those, he's just like, he's pretty much the captain of the Titanic at this point.
Yeah, and the Titanic does not the Titanic does not cartoon graphic smash into an iceberg, rotate on its center axis upside down, and then go straight down under the water.
Basically, yeah.
Over the course of 5 seconds, no, it sinks slowly. Which is truly the unfortunate thing, and frankly, like a couple days ago, as of recording this, when everyone was saying goodbye, I kind of wish, like, if Twitter had to go, that was our just mutual handshake and we go onwards. But Twitter, at least as of right now, is still somewhat functional.
It's still around. It's still working. God knows how long that'll be the case for, but it's still here. We're all still here. Hopefully by the time this goes up, we'll still be on Twitter, which is good because I legitimately was having the biggest fear of my life. It's just like, where the hell am I gonna go if Twitter does go down in order to actually like do voice acting networking? Because that was the biggest fear once Twitter was actually like going to shut down that day. Because no viable, let's be blunt, you can say Discord, you can say like all of these other alternatives are around, you can even say places like forums back in the day, they could pretty much make an impact again. But there is no viable alternative for voice acting networking to the level that Twitter has become in the last 5 years or so.
No, and Twitter is Twitter is so extremely different from every other social media platform of its size currently. Because every other platform, Instagram, Facebook, those are the big two, TikTok and YouTube to some extent, they all started taking from each other. Nobody homogenized any features from Twitter because there really weren't that many compatible ones to begin with. When Twitter does become unusable, there is going to be a very defined power vacuum in terms of social media presence that Twitter left behind in terms of ease of access, ease of shit posting, because frankly, shit posting is the internet version of networking. And Twitter made that far easier than anything else, and nothing else is as easy to use as Twitter for those purposes.
Right.
Also, the comment where it's just like shit posting in the form of networking. Looking at you with that one, Jazzy, just real quick. I mean, to be honest, I have 3 different Twitter accounts, and I somehow managed to find your post when they get popular on both of the non-voice acting ones.
It's weird because you say networking from shit posting, but I don't think I've ever really worked through my shit posts, honestly. You'd think I would, but...
Okay, accidentally just making connections through shit posting.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, there are people who find my stuff from shit posts and so forth. I mean, one of my shit posts got featured in a video with Snapcube, so I kind of see that as a big thing.
Yo, what?
Oh yeah.
So there was a contest that Spooky did for best like Sonic voice, and I didn't even know what it was for. I just linked my Sonic Adventure 2 9/11 shit post I did, and just what did. And little did I know it was all part of this big contest that he, along with someone else as well as Penny Parker from Snapcube, judging. And as soon as I realized that and that mine was featured in that video, I was just kind of like, what?
Where did all of you come from?
Yeah.
But no, a lot of my networking just comes from if I just happen to get a big role, honestly. Like, you know, there was Mr. Shiny, which I think that role in and of itself was a shit post, so...
Yeah. I mean, some of the best roles are, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, there's recently Inanimate Insanity, which suddenly got my... I swear I got notifications every 5 seconds, and I was like, where the fuck did all these people come from?
Yes!
Meanwhile...
Frankly, we love to see it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I feel like in terms of like networking, I guess it's all been just because I posted extremely hot takes and then suddenly people just come flocking in. Like that fucking debate on like fuck, I can't remember which one it was, but one of my posts where it's just like cast trans people in trans roles got so popular to the point where the voice actress for fucking oh god, I'm blanking on her right now, but one of the voice actresses of like the main trio in Stirred Ocean found it, and I was thinking to myself, holy fucking shit, she saw that?
I remember when that happened.
Yeah, like, God, there was I remember, I think the first time I connect, like, yeah, sometimes when you just speak on, like, certain subjects, sometimes you just get like people noticing you, I guess, just because it's a hot ticket subject. I guess it's so weird. So
well, it's either a hot ticket subject or it's for a long time it's been a belief of mine that who you are or were on Twitter, like who you are on Twitter tells much more about you than like actually like properly like networking and like a business card exchange.
mm-hmm.
Like I have been on the internet for almost 10 years. No, about 12 years now.
I was gonna say, if you've only been on the internet for like 10 years and you're the oldest one
No.
here... Jesus Christ.
I'm not the oldest one in here.
Oh, wait, no. We literally had a discussion about this.
I think you get... I think you're getting confused because I make no allusion to... I don't hide how fucking tired I am all the time.
To be fair, until you brought up your age, I was thinking that you were younger than me for some reason.
Oh my god.
Look, I don't know why I had that assumption. It just sort of happened for a while, but go on.
No, the stuff that you laugh at on Twitter is like a very good indicator that people who also like laugh at that stuff will vibe with you.
Yeah.
And like if you look or looked at my Twitter, I'm sorry, future everyone. Or just like look at my social media at all. I don't share anything, I don't write anything, I don't make anything that I would not enjoy. I don't try to be likable. Right? So anyone who has found me, look at the two co-hosts. We all like it was kind of a given that we would get along because you both found me.
In a way, yes. To be fair, though, the way that I found you was like because I was cast in a project that we were both in at the same time. And
oh yeah.
Yes, because we originally met through
we met through Jay Sharp.
Yeah, we went through Jay Sharp. I was trying to remember what his handle was now, and I was just like, I remember what it was previously, but I'm trying to actually remember it now. But yeah, we met through Jay Sharp and the GX Season 4 project.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
yes, project that shall not be named.
Yes. Meanwhile, I can't remember how I met you, Jazzy, to be honest.
I don't remember how I met either of you. I guess there was a point, like, early in my career where I think I was just growing a presence on Twitter, and I think I just came across you guys because, I mean, I make it my brand that I am a voice actress who is openly trans, so...
Yeah, I mean, same. Mm-hmm. Like, I was openly trans before I was a voice actor. Did we meet through, like, one of the trans Discord groups?
I think we did. I think I got into one of those thanks to someone else, but I don't remember who. But I think
we might have met through Elliot Jean.
Probably.
I think it was Elliot. It was Elliot. Yeah, Elliot invited me. Elliot found my page, followed me, then sent me a message going, "Hey, I'm part of this Discord group with a bunch of trans VAs. You want to join?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And I think that's how I met both of you. I want to say.
Oh,
that
actually adds up.
I met Elliot on Twitter. Like, we were both coming up as voice actors at the same time, and he's just been an absolute sweetheart the entire time.
Yeah, like, God, it really does make me realize that I'm just like, oh God, I've been, like, trying to do professional voice acting work for, like, 2 years now? Like, 2 years.
Not the same as me, then. Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, I was technically, if I'm doing it, technically doing it professionally 2 years, but, like, being all like, oh, I'll just do, like, small little gigs and everything like that, and do, like, small little things online just to, like, get experience and whatnot. And I did that as I was in the middle of doing, my theater degree. And doing it now 2 years professionally, I'm just like, holy shit. Just having that little realization, I'm just like, holy shit, I've been doing this for a very long time, and it feels so weird.
Yeah, I think I started getting back into this professionally like around late 2019, so it's been about 3 years.
No, I thought you've been doing this for longer than that.
I was on like YouTube projects and so forth doing voice acting for longer than that, but 2019 was where I started to take it seriously and actually try to pursue it as a career, so Like I've been at this for a while, but like 2019 was where I kind of started hitting my stride, and then 2020 was where I started getting into more projects, mainly more adult oriented projects, because my biggest role at the time was a yaoi. So,
Nice.
Nice.
but now I'm in. No, it's funny. I actually wanted to bring that up. It's funny how much that recent cast announcement I had for Anime Insanity made me have to go and reorganize my branding a bit. So I had initially gotten popular for yaoi series and horror games where I played sexually harassing psychotic assholes, and I didn't mind
It's such a
advertising.
it's such a strong voice, though.
Right, and I didn't mind advertising that because
It's it's a horrible typecast, but it's such a good voice.
right, and I didn't mind advertising either of that, even though they were majorly like mature rated 118 plus projects, because I didn't mind. Most of my followers were adults, but now I'm in this fucking web show and I find out a lot of the fans are fucking teenagers.
Yeah.
So I'm immediately panicking, like, oh my god, I need to remove.
Oh my god, I remember this, and now I finally have the context for the panicking on Twitter.
Right. Like, so, like, I needed to remove all these hashtags for both, like, especially, I didn't mind Deadly Night so much because it's like, that didn't, like, that has nudity, whatever, I don't care, but like, Camp Buddy has full-on sex scenes, so I'm like, I need to not send this audience to that, so.
Oh, no.
Like, I don't mind being in it, I don't mind voicing it, it's just, I'm probably not going to share that shit anymore.
Having to have that little realization of, oh shit, all these things that these specific things that have been casted conflict with the other things I've been casted now, and it's like, oh god, what is happening to me?
Conflict with this one role, which in the matter of a day became my most popular role.
I mean, congrats.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love it, and I love the project. I love the fact that this is like, I got to voice a non-binary character. I was happy as shit for that. Like,
yes,
and I love the crew. All of them have been wonderful to me, especially since I had a lot of anxiety about taking this role because I guess I was replacing someone else who was forced off the project due to unfortunate circumstances. And I was kind of worried about taking on that role because this
right, because it's shoes to fill. There's expectations, and like people form attachments to the first person who voices a character.
And this was a series that's been going on since 2011, and it's like I was in fucking high school when this, like 2011 or 2012, either way, I was in fucking high school when this started.
Yeah,
and it's like. So I feel like I'm just the newbie coming in, and it's like, I gotta provide the voice to this character who has this entire legacy behind them, and I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, I am having so much anxiety. Like, we have the crew premiere, and I'm just shaking. We watch it, and I'm like, oh, that wasn't bad. And I mentioned to the rest of the cast, I was like, guys, I was so nervous about taking this on because I'm taking on this role that was like made popular by another person for a long time, and they were all reassuring and stuff. But yeah, it was just crazy. But like and then of course I was worried about the fan reaction. Thankfully it was mostly good. I did get one comment that was quickly deleted where someone was telling me to leave the series, which I thought was funny.
Woo! Yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for.
You were waiting for like the shit. Oh god, but no, like it was relatively positive, and I'm surprised given that from my experience as an outsider looking on a lot of these situations, recasts like that tend to generate controversy. So
yeah, I mean, surface level, like when you go through as much, when you're as like media conscious as I think like all three of us are, like it starts to influence, like if I would probably be in the same boat, right? Like if like say in a project and I took on a role that had been filled by another actor for whatever reason, like I would be panicking my ass off.
Right. it's insane. But yeah, it just happened all so quickly. So then when that happened, I realized this was my most popular role. It was like, yeah, I should probably not have the fucking hashtag that would lead to Camp Buddy and
Oh,
all
yeah.
the wonderful,
Oh,
and all the
no.
wonderful fucking art, we'll say.
Well, I mean, there is another fix for that.
What does that be?
I mean, there is just tagging it as NSFW and potentially putting 18 plus on there as well, but also at the same time that requires a lot more work, and that also implies that, like, if you're projecting, if you do get cast for more of these roles, they're gonna come onto your profile and be all like, oh wait, they're 18 plus, their account is 18 plus, what?
Yeah, it's just like yes.
Actors who do 18 plus work can get cast for other projects, and they're really good actors.
Right. I mean, like,
they are not defined by.
Like, I was in Scoutmaster season, and Sean Chiplock was part of that cast, and he's done a wide variety of stuff for different demographics. So
yeah.
Meanwhile, I have to double check if Cryptid Crew is 18 plus if I have to, like, worry about this in the future.
The fucking stigma around that shit is.
Yeah, it's a weird stigma.
It makes steam pour out of my ears and my head explode, and then I have to replace my head.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, I fucking hate the stigma, but, like, I'm not, like, I know there were some people who said, oh, you didn't have to, like, remove, like, that hashtag or whatever.
You didn't have to sanitize your account.
But I don't want to be responsible for a child finding out what Camp Buddy is.
Yeah.
I need to have clear conscience on that one.
And I get that, and, like, for personal reasons, like, yeah, do what you gotta do, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Chloe, did you find an answer?
I'm sorry, my mind just blanked there for a moment. What was the thing to get an answer for?
Oh, were you looking, looking to see if, Cryptid Crew had an 18 plus rating?
Yeah, I double checked the Indiegogo it had a while ago. I can't find anything that says it's 18 plus, so thank fuck for that.
You also can't find anything that says it isn't, but it's probably.
If they somehow pretty much come out and state, oh yeah, Cryptid Crew's turning 18 plus, we're adding, like, these things to it, I know to prepare myself for this now, because it's, like, the first thing I've majorly got cast in, and I'm just like, oh god, okay. At least I know what to prepare for in the future, but for the moment, don't gotta worry about that too much.
Right.
I really, honestly, one of the big things that I'm really excited for when I get the booth set up again finally is just being able to, like, tell myself, hey, I have a booth now. I can actually, like, feel good about auditioning for stuff and not feel super self-conscious about, like, auditioning for things again. Because for the last, like, 3 months, I've been auditioning for things without soundproofing. And I've just had to do, like, major cleanup work in the background stuff. And I'm just like, is it actually working? Is it actually coming through okay? And I feel like maybe once it finally actually, like, I have a booth with proper soundproofing again, maybe it'll sound better.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is a stress, and I've been there, and I do not envy that feeling, and I hope it all comes together in not only an expedient and headache-free way, but also, like, meeting all of your expectations.
Oh yeah, like, I know exactly, I've sort of worked out the logistical side at this point. It's more just, like, putting it all together is pretty much, like, the main thing I'm thinking about, like, right now. Like, I definitely want, like, I know the moving blankets will probably still be used for it, but I want to be able to use, like, actual, like, foam soundproofing as well with it as well, so that it's not just all moving blankets.
Yeah. And, like, for anyone listening, like, a PVC booth, like if it's what you have, it can be perfectly serviceable. I myself have a PVC booth. My desk is inside my PVC booth. It is where I'm recording right now. It's also where I do all my streaming and all of my voiceover work, and I have landed roles with this setup. Like you can do a surprising amount for very little, but also a lot of the time, like, it takes a lot of the guesswork out of am I doing enough? If you have like a tried and true setup, you know.
Agreed.
Like, it's more just like the anxiety of, oh, is my voice coming through okay? Is it somewhat echoey in the audio? Are
Yeah.
you able to hear background noise a lot more really badly because of all these things? And I'm just like, having like to worry less about all of that is gonna be great once that happens.
Yeah, just like the peace of mind.
But
The
yeah,
the peace of mind is worth the time and money and effort.
definitely. And I'm also just being like money conscious as well because like still recovering financially from moving. That is another reason
Yeah.
why I've hated moving so much, because of so much money being spent in order to like get all the stuff out of the old place, make sure the old
God,
place
I know
looks
that
clean.
feeling. Like for a while, until recently, my money was in the negative because of all the moving, so that was fun to deal with.
My savings went
Yeah.
from like the high triple digits to like the low triple digits, and even to the like single digits at points, and I was like, that's the first time that's happened in like years, and I'm scared by that.
Yeah, it's not. It is not a situation that one would voluntarily walk into.
Yeah, and it's why I'm glad that like
It is
as of
purely out of necessity.
yeah, and it basically makes me feel happy for the fact that like, hey, once like this next paycheck comes in, I'll actually be able to feel good about my savings again and actually save again. Like, of course, like once everything for like the Christmas period has been all sorted out, but that's a completely different other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Christ, Christmas is literally a month away, and that scares me still.
Shoosh. If we don't acknowledge it, maybe it won't come closer.
Oh God. God, just thinking about it now, it's just like, I mean, given the fact we may potentially be doing this next month again, like maybe depending on how scheduling goes, we might be able to slot one in before New Year's. Maybe, who could say?
Ha.
What are you two specifically like up to for the next month in terms of like content, non-content? What is up with y'all?
Jazzy.
In terms of content, in terms of what I'm doing, like I said, recorded the next Inanimate Insanity. That should be around sometime, I guess. I don't know if I'm allowed to say when, so I'll just play it safe and say I'm not. I could say I could say I recorded for it, but that's about it. So.
Yes. Yes.
What else? Okay, I guess I can say it here. I might announce it on Twitter sometime later this weekend, and by the time this gets uploaded, I can say it like it'll say here. I am currently working as a casting director for Blitz Games, the creators of the Camp Buddy duology, and casting for their upcoming Yaoi title, Jock Studios. So, if you ever thought you knew what irony is, how about a lesbian casting for a Yaoi game? That's
Damn.
Let's
awesome.
go!
That
Congrats!
is awesome. Nice. All right, Missy, what are you doing?
On top of just like voicing here and there, I've been on an over a year long at this point streak of streaming 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, as a VTuber. Twitch.tv /OzSyphara. OZCYPHARA. It is a passion project of mine, and it's really filled a hole that I had creatively, and it's let me enjoy making art and doing and even like doing voice acting more. So yeah. Aside from that, shit posts. Shit posts and being aggressively queer.
I mean, that's a vibe.
Yeah.
I will say this. I wish I could catch your streams more like when they're actually happening, because they always seem to be happening like while I'm asleep.
Yeah. Streaming on Eastern Standard Time US is not Australia friendly.
Yeah, like I'll be honest, most places like the more you go like east or yeah, the more you go east, it's worse for like me catching streams and everything, because it's like
Yeah.
it is just so bad. Like I'll maybe catch like the end of like one of your streams, like 30 minutes of it, but that'll be it if I wake up like ridiculously early enough.
I am the night and sometimes the very early morning.
As for me, there should be an update video coming out on YouTube, either before this comes out or sort of around about the time that this podcast comes out. That will detail everything that's going to be happening. I will try, but as a brief little Cliff Notes version, gonna try and get one more episode of In Transition out before the end of the year.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got 2 topics I want to do. I have not decided which one I'm going to be doing yet. There's one particular there's actually 2 particular videos I want to try and get off the ground, either before the end of the year or ridiculously early into the new year, like early January maybe. It's more just trying to figure out which one I want to prioritize more after In Transition, because I'm already, like, I promised a video earlier in the year on my last update video, and I'm like, do I do that one first, or do I go for the one I'm more passionate about? And, well, that's not to say I'm not passionate about the other one I promised again. It's more just like, which one do I want to go for? Which one is the hyperfixation train going for right now? That's what I'm trying to focus on. Aside from that, not that much is really going to be happening. I'm still going to be recovering from like moving and everything, but hopefully might be able to
take your time.
I know.
Take time for you.
I know. I'm not making...
Goes for both of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will.
I have basically just been trying to remind myself of that this last year or so, because I think one of the things that I've learned in like the last year is just pacing myself when necessary. Because like I have not learned that the last few years, and I really have just learned that a lot more the last year or so, especially after realizing how neurodivergent I am and realizing going hard and fast is not kind. Okay, alright. Given the fact it is now getting ridiculously late for one of you, or getting to that point for the other one, or both of you, I think that's where we should probably leave it off here for this month.
Yeah.
It is wonderful hearing both of you again.
It is lovely
Same
getting
to
to do this again, honestly. Hopefully we might be able to do this, like, again next month. Hopefully when things aren't too crazy, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. December is normally a crazy time, but hopefully hopefully we should be trying to do this again, like, hopefully maybe, like, another month or so from now, depending on schedules and how things end up happening, but for now...
We might. No promises.
You will all know when we end up doing this, when I'm all like, oh hey, I'm recording with Jazzy and Missy again. Anything you all want to have us talk about? Links down below. But for now, I've been Chloe.
I've been Jazzy.
And I've been Missy.
And this has been Chaotically Queer Episode 2. Thank you all for watching, and as always, catch you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye!